kill Cypher. He was my favorite sentinel to play. Wait.
You will not kill my ally!
Oh my god, I can't believe it! Benjyfishy has brought Cypher back from the dead! Everyone's favorite Fortnite pro destroyed Na'Vi 8-4 on this defensive half after starting down 0-3. But how? Has he discovered brand new broken setups? Disgusting one-ways that farmed him kills? Or can players give his camera a gun again? Yeah, that was a thing. No! All he had to do was this!
All we had to do was trap wire. CJ!
If you've been following me on Twitch, you would know that I've been grinding ranked, but my teammates are driving me insane. It's gotten so bad that former world champion Screwface and I have started our own coaching service at Top Frag. There, we're hosting an event called the Invitational. Signees have unlimited one-on-one access to a Top Frag coach. You book all the personalized help you could possibly need, and we'll set you up on a next step plan. You also have access to our weekly 10-mans. There's rank-separated groups so players get better reps, cleaner competition, and no more brain-dead teammates. Tier 1 and 2 pros are the only ones delivering the training, and not TikTok wannabes. Our team knows their shit. And we also give away skin bundles monthly to our largest rank ups. Just sign up quick, otherwise you're going to miss our 10-mans that we're hosting this week. So, if you're serious about ranking up in Valorant, be sure to click my link in the description and join the Invitational today. Patch 11.8 basically destroyed every Sentinel, but especially Cypher. Before, you'd be able to spam enemies who ran into your trips for easy frags, meaning that placing long on-site trapwires was an effective way at holding a site. One trip could stop an entire execute if not dealt with correctly. Even if you tried to dash or slide through them, you'd get rubber banded back. But after this patch, good players could run into them, maybe get tagged for a second, before snapping the wire and going about their day. Was this a good change? Maybe. See, I think that Cypher was never meant to hold a site like a true anchor should. His kit is supposed to be about information. His trips create strict barriers that are hard to cross quietly, and they give his team a solid sense of where enemies are and aren't. I don't think Riot envisioned people throwing ridiculous trapwires like this and just spamming people through smokes for easy kills. They want teams to use the information that Cypher provides and form a plan based around it. But this big nerf also explains his drastic drop in pick rate. He's harder to find value from. But because he's not picked often, that means that teams are kind of forgetting how to deal with a good Cypher.
Who are you?
And when you play against him like Na'Vi did in this match, you end up with slaughters like this. It's pissed around and Benji isn't set up like you've seen Cypher before. In Heretics 3-2, they want to counter Navi's Viper Wall. But in their 2-1-2, the offense aren't using the toxic screen right away. The game begins and the offense immediately one-way default on C while Benji slaps his cam down in sewer. As long as this spy cam's up, Heretics won't have to worry about this entire third of the map, no matter how many times Ruxic flips his smokes up and down and threatens a lurk. And now, what about his trip? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. In the meantime, the attackers have given Shao the C long orb with the help of his recon and hero sheriff. With that done, Navi's next goal is to default A and drag defenders back that way. But while they're rotating, Benji has picked up this long trip and has placed it deeper. Originally, it was on site to stop an early rush, but now it serves the same purpose of his camera. If it's never snipped, Heretics never have to worry about A. And Na'Vi now need to break 2 pieces of Cypher's kit to force the defense to rotate. One won't be enough because teams don't 5-man long or sewer, they split the site. So Booz left Benji's bots to solo A and pick up B. As he's leaving, the offense have flipped up their toxic screen, which forces Benji to play FNAF. Okay, despite having this trip up, Benji still has to watch short without his camera. Oh, but that's okay! Close your eyes for a second and imagine that this isn't Benji or Cypher, this is Chamber holding sewer with his rendezvous. It's kind of the same thing, right? And now his teammates can stack mid! Speaking of, they've smoked Benji short so it's easier to hold and have decided to triple push mid now that this cam is down. That's a protocol. If something happens, then do this. Heretics have pushed all the way into window, and with Boo and Woot supporting them from this cubby and garage, the defense have created either a double peek in window or a triple pinch on hay bale.
This series, it could have led to a lot of improvement, a lot of control for Heretics. They pushed down mid and, well, It doesn't
Spike
look like
down
Na'Vi
mid.
were ready for that.
Heretics have put themselves up a player, but Boo hasn't gotten out. Oh, why? The comeback's really bolt created a perfect timing to do so. Anyway, the spike's down mid, and Na'Vi need to come up with a plan. So Social B wraps towards window and blows his paranoia through. Ruxic drops down, grabs a spike, and backs out with Hero. But Social B spotted Boo. He has to get out or he's going to get spit on, which some of you freaks might like.
Potential for re-aggression, but not really a necessity. Just with how much time is remaining. No, we really need to get a move on. That's going to help. Social will being able to find one.
And now Na'Vi are up. Why didn't you guys just leave? CYPHER had just stack these 2/3 of the map. The offense wanted to take these duels. They've quickly pivoted into the garage behind Social B smoke, but Comeback's made it over and time is low. Can he get his team to come back into this round? Get it because of his name.
I guess just went for a timing pick that failed. Comeback though, a solid position. If he drops the spike, he could potentially win the round. He's managed to take out Sociable, but that plant is going to be coming in. Nothing he can do to stop it. And now Benji is all that remains. A 1 versus 2. Benji's chasing shadows, looking for a man that's no longer there to be found, and maybe even having the expectation that he's on the other side. Snakebite is going to land perfectly. Benji, there's nowhere left to go. Even Timmy the Turret might have finished the job. It's Na'Vi.
After losing Pistol, Heretics had to save. They decided to gamble stack C, and their bet paid out.
In terms of the identity on Heretics, I think there's
30 seconds left.
a lot to be improved on there. The patience from Comeback might be rewarded. Yeah, there's presence on this C site, so he doesn't need to move out of garage and waiting for Hero to walk through. That could be a free pick. All they need to do is hold the line, make this at least a tradable situation.
Social B stung hard and beat Heretics stack.
You like jazz?
But Na'Vi bought 3 rifles into this round. 1 more death, and that'll be some serious economy damage.
Well, the good work done so far might not matter that much.
Yeah, it's all about that extra damage. I wouldn't like to be walking into this man though. Ruxic not going to be missing those shots.
Because Na'Vi cleaned up the anti-eco without dropping a rifle, their loadouts going into Team Heretics' first full buy is insane for a bonus. And their plan was even better. In their eventual 1-4-0, the attackers' plan was to fake B and go C, but Heretics had 3 here, 2 in garage with a Yoruge crash close by. This fake had to be good. It started with the offense flying out of window, so she'll be smoking the right side, running up, and fake teleporting into this cubby. To a B defender, this sounds like the offense are hitting her sight behind their Omen, who just made space by teleporting into this smoke. But instead, he lined up his paranoia to barrel through window. It slammed into Benji, who had to fall after failing to break this drone. Feeling with Social teleported in, smoke spawn, and a gate crash to get through garage. This fake has burned up so much of Heretics' reserves that they had no smokes to hold out on backside of C.
With them, the spike as Na'Vi try to accelerate to the backside. Wu was the problem. He's dealt with. Comeback has nothing to say about this defense, but Rian's, oh wow, he's been spotted now. I thought maybe could catch them off guard.
Eventually, Boo couldn't convert the 1 versus 3. But that was a damn good plan for their bonus. Now Na'Vi are in another save, but have a few good ideas. On C, Comeback and Wood are set up in a high-low, armed with a Sheriff and a Marshal. If they both land a body shot, that's an insta-kill. Rians is watching B with Benji's tripping garage, who, by the way, has a nasty trap play in store with Boo's paranoia. And in the offense's 2-3, they're gonna run into it. But can their plan to trap be the most broken gun in all of Valorant history? Will Na'Vi make the first moves by turreting on this box and triple swinging long while Benji slaps his cam behind bricks? The offense have all of mid with this clanker, and I think they've heard this spy cam being placed. If CYPHER's not placing a signature on a spot to gather valuable info, then what could this setup be?
It's a trap!
And now because Filu has his gate crash and spawn, he volunteers himself as tribute to go disarm this trap.
And a Marshal, a weak buy, and a likely 4-0 start for Na'Vi. This could be a phenomenal beginning to the attack side.
It's the cam into the paranoia. He's even baiting for it, but the problem is, yeah, when you can just escape, it really doesn't matter. So.
And Navi's read was right. The defense smoked long to prevent a push, but look at the minimap. Heretics are making a read of their own. Comeback and Wood haven't seen anything all round. This tripwire is still up, and Rians is getting bored on B. So with their poor weaponry, Heretics have made the educated guess that they should stack A. If this wire gets snipped, then yeah, oh well, I guess they'll leave, but I don't think Na'Vi are going to do that. They decide to walk down long while Sova creeps down sewer. Will his drone snuff out the stack in time?
That nest is packed to the brim. Benji, the one showing himself to start. Paranoia lands. That's caught a good few. This is Navi's...
Flashed out.
Out.
I flash.
Go fight.
Guys, I'm blind.
Dead.
Default.
Guys, default, killing.
Dead.
Short.
I cage.
Bingo.
Chill, don't peek now. Can you guys peek on me?
Nice. Nice.
Let's fucking go!
Good job. Good job.
Sit fuck down!
If you're running into stacks in your rank games, that means that the defense are getting way too much free info somewhere. Last round, C and Garage were completely untouched. On default, especially for playing Killjoy, you should use things like shocks or mollies to fry commonly placed but strong wires. Like here, why not just chuck your molly in the garage? Your turret's holding mid for you. I mean, these are just things you do against a Cypher. Now both teams are on full buys and their game plans are simple. Hero is 1 point away from his lockdown, so Na'Vi are defaulting C long. While Heretics are in an anti-omen ult setup? With Neon backside B, she can sprint around their spawn and cancel out omens from the shadows, plus Woot's in heaven to do the same. If you have a good game plan, this Spooky Ghost Boy's ult can be one of the best in the game. You can TP to the enemy spawn! Plus, Navi's coach Angel was notorious for doing stuff like this when he competed. Instead, the offense starts the round by smashing Benji's camera, smoking top C long, and triple swinging to protect Hero. In the meantime, Ruxic has started an aggressive lurk behind his toxic screen. Does Rians know that?
Yeah, that's the difference between a lights out start for Na'Vi, wind in the sails, and a sinking feeling taking over, but Ruxic.
Why did Root leave Rian stranded on an island? Well, his kit is the best suited to snuff out Viper's lurk smokes every time she puts them up or down. But maybe because the offense were defaulting C so heavy, he didn't expect such an aggressive peak while his team stacked that way. And now after instantly losing 1/3 of the map, the defense decided to push down long and take that space to make up for it. But the attackers are already going B. They break the wire, drone and clone in, flash, and Killjoy moves up to activate her lockdown.
Okay, Killjoy.
Guys, all good. We can defense. Nice backup.
Nice backup.
Nice, guys. 4v3.
Okay, this gets a little bit more interesting.
So why did Comeback just face the entire offense head on? Well, he felt zero pressure coming from behind him because of this tripwire. Would it hurt to at least burn a shock dart as you and your team were scaling through hay bale, Sova? Now, eventually Heretics have to back off and Na'Vi move in on their freshly cleared space. But Heretics aren't letting them.
He's just saved the round.
I'm ready to do it, guys.
Go.
On top. Dead.
Last guy A.
3K already sliding into the site, and what a remarkable recovery.
Na'Vi had no money and had to save next round. Their plan was to 0-3-2 default mid and A, hoping that someone can make something happen.
A pretty damning start. Heretics already back into the map, and hey, Rians gets his revenge.
Well, that was fun. Back in mid, these two finally broke this wire by cloning and joining through Garage and Benji's one-way. This forced him back and Woot over. Then with Boo on plat, he could watch Garage while Benji's trip watches B, and he can toggle his cam for long. Not enough utility's been broken again! Eventually the offense grouped to go away anyway, but because the defense have so much of Benji's kit up, the defense have a 3-stack here, ready to meet the offense head on.
They push into this A side, even though there's only 2 players here, but
Okay.
Comeback's already down to 1 shot, although he's got his ult to fall back on, and that's proven to be no problem whatsoever.
Please break these wires.
Wire.
That poor default brings us to another full buy versus full buy. And Na'Vi better be breaking these trips or I'm gonna lose my mind. They're positioned to go mid in their 4-1 and maybe send Fielded on short behind their toxic screen. But the defense have Boo and Rians lean towards A, ready to help Woot's judge hold sewer with this paranoia while the other holds his long. And now because his spy cam didn't get broken last round, Benji starts this one by placing it down even further for earlier info. Ruxic lobs his poison over front B and Philo starts walking down. The attackers come up from hay bale, and Ruxic activates his poison bubble. This smoke normally threatens the defense that attackers could leak out either side, but with this tripwire in it, that's not possible. Shao and Ruxic jump spot, come out from window, and start moving up mid. But Philo is getting really close to this judge, and the attackers are getting really close to this trip.
Their comeback 8th highest first engagements. We saw the toast pop up, and I'm not sure how indicative that is. Oh my goodness, Ruxic's running it. Usually you see that pick go up and they wait a moment. Well, at least let the decay kick in, but Sociable was up top. They thought that could be enough.
Heretics timed everything perfectly. As soon as Shao shot this trip, Na'Vi knew the defense would react on A, and that's how Woot got his first kill. Then by activating his Viper Spit early, Ruxic discouraged the defense from flooding in with how much stank took up this one part of the map. But similar to the lockdown play he made previously, Comeback knew Garage was safe, so he ran at Viper, whiffed, Benji traded, and immediately ulted. But he didn't expect Social B to teleport on top of all of this chaos. Luckily, Boo flooded in too to get that trade, and Na'Vi is fortunate that Comeback whiffed that second shorty shot. Otherwise, I'd be roasting them for not breaking this Garage trip. And now they've pivoted that way after the defense flooded B. Recon window, drone, but Benji's neural theft is helping Rians clog up garage to link.
Thought that could be enough, but even with the info, Boo able to land the kill on him as Hunter's Fury 5!
Rians has put Heretics back in the lead by half a health bar. And since Boo ulted right after this kill on B, and could be anywhere, Hero feels like he has to make a play with his critically injured ally.
Filu down to 45 as the plank comes in. It's pure chaos on the server.
After whiffing and falling back, Hero got chased and tagged by Rians' drone. But because the defense just cleared that spot, Filu quickly slotted himself in and jump scared Heretics.
Take him both. I like the idea.
But by the way, if you're tired of waiting for my breakdowns to come out, go check out my second channel, T2. What? Why? If this shit happens again, this is a video. I don't give a shit. This is a second channel video. I don't give a fuck. This is a second channel video. There, I post next day analysis on some of the hottest and most exciting matches happening in VCT. Or if you want to watch me break down matches in real time, then check out my Twitch or my live YouTube channel. These places are where I host watch parties. So why not come talk to me, ask me questions, or just hang out? I want to meet you guys. Links in the description. Because A lobby is so important on this map, sometimes big brawls are bound to brew.
Goes and challenges spawn. His teammate just walked away from there a second ago.
Well, yeah, this because he got hit by the drone.
Yeah, he just took the fight. A ballsy play, it's worked out, and now an early fight by Heretics that gives Boo a double. The barriers.
And Na'Vi were completely shut out from A, so Hero decided to go walk up mid. He made it to this wire, waited for someone to peek, but didn't want to break it himself.
Bear in mind, that's it. Expectation is they're going to tear it up in the second half. Speaking of tearing it up, Hero's trying to do it all, but at this stage, it's left all on to Shout.
By having his teammate snap the trip from that far back, Na'Vi baited the defense into thinking that they weren't that close. Then with Hero dragging all that attention onto himself, his other two teammates thought their garage take would be easier, especially with an Aldrome leading the charge. Now Shout's left in a doable 1 versus 3. The defense rotates over. Why doesn't Benji use his camera? Because, Jimmy, Team Heretics don't need to peek him or box Xiao in. They just need to contain the last guy long enough for Rians to come over and trade them out. By popping your cam now, Benji would have zero idea where Xiao goes after he plants on C. After being stunned, he runs in, dart spawn, breaks his trip, commits to the plant, and only when the spike goes down, Benji tags Xiao with his dart. This keeps him frontside for a few seconds to pull it out, but then Benji perfectly times both of his cages. If Xiao taps these and goes backside, Heretics will know. Instead, he doesn't want to risk swinging into potential defenders and heads towards garage.
Guy needs a pick, and now you know Wood is looking for you. And he spotted him. There's the information. That's basically it. Xiao just missing it by a hair's width. But hold on, he's grabbed the first. Oh, another for Xiao, but
nice try.
The final shot lands for Riens.
Cypher's kit isn't meant to stall or get kills, but instead play for information. And that same info has won Heretics all 4 of these rounds so far. Now Na'Vi have to save again, but are able to afford a rifle into this one. On offense, a single gun can be a win condition. If someone peeks, dies, you pick it up and go again. Eventually you'll find a pick. So in Na'Vi's 1-4, Killjoy's holding mid, while everyone else fights A. But look at Heretics and you'll see that 1. Benji isn't even close to being set up. Boom must have made a call late into the buy phase. 2. They're going to push Killjoy.
Filu's going to be the one with the rifle, the rest on just pistols. Woot now with the operator in hand.
Comeback and Boo were posted on the high-low to protect Woot as he took down Timmy. And now that this turret's down, Na'Vi no longer have mid-control. Hero can't take on all that and backs down to rejoin his team. And when you see him place this alarm bot in lobby, that is a dead giveaway that the offense are going A. You use this to watch flank. But class, look at the map. Can you guys tell me what's wrong with Na'Vi going A?
Asada's kid is still there.
Running them around. Good! So what does that mean? Perfect! Riens has spotted the offense and is back down to sight. As Na'Vi move up, Boo re-smokes long and Riens sends out his Aldrone. Filu tucks, so it spots Xiao. He runs away, but Heretics aren't falling for that. While that was happening, Benji has his spy cam toggling C long, he stripped garage, and Woot's peeking mid. Heretics? No, it's A. Despite it being an eco, 4 defenders are here ready to stuff Na'Vi's execute. But Na'Vi aren't that horrible. Because he got tagged, Xiao decides to backtrack with Hero just to make sure no one's getting free info anywhere. Omen smokes B, Killjoy detours into mid, and Sova kinda peeks towards long. And now this dark cover is tempting the defense to come over now that Woot's teleported. But Heretics are committed to their 4-person stack. But what if they're not here? Riens asks himself. A good question. By using your utility late in the round, you can usually predict where the offense are ending. So he pins a recon in the long, and it doesn't tag anything for some reason. But Heretics still aren't leaving. God himself could literally summon these 5 guys to heaven and tell them that the offense are going C, and they still wouldn't leave.
All the way until the last seconds of the round.
Yeah, I don't know what they're seeing, what the read is, but they are being read like a book. Na'Vi running into the stack yet again. Hunter's Fury going to try to dice this up, make it more difficult, but it's easy pickings on the side of Heretics. Even if they were on an eco with those numbers, it will be tough for the attackers to break through, but the reality is those rifles in play. Woo down to 2. Rock 6 got 1v1.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Gone.
That's so unlucky.
Woo flees the side. Oh my goodness, this game.
Na'Vi are choking this half after such a hot start, so they take a timeout. How do Heretics know where we're going? It's like they're in our comms. Are they cheating? Are we that predictable? Coming out of their timeout, Na'Vi might have come up with the second best solution to this Cypher problem that they've been having. The first is just breaking these dumbass things. I mean, at least I think they've come up with something good, because it looks like they're just going A this round, and if they run into another stack, I'm going to hurt myself in-game. And now the defense are once again in an anti-Omen ult setup. Woot's going to kill him if he commits to heaven, and Neon's pinging out where Social B is probably going to go. Crazy how just having her ult online can change the setup. Round 10 begins with Social B smoking long, Filu flashing, and these two double peeking while Shao drones down short. It makes it all the way through sewer, eventually tagging Rians and his op? I mean, I guess his Yoru was in heaven so that he could use his recon to snuff out Viper smokes, and then he could actually use the gun, and that makes sense. But if you look at the map, the defense are all going to stick A again! This garage trip is still up, so is B's, but Na'Vi aren't going A, but instead C. So as Rians drones back at the offense and Woot replaces his decoy on tall box to repeat short, how do you do that? The attackers are already going C, and Na'Vi's coach must have noticed how Heretics are constantly over-rotating at A. So this round, Angel told his team to heavy pressure A, then immediately go C. And Benjy's all by himself! Smoke, Gatecrash, Orb, Molly, Snakebite, Recon, Omen ult?
Guys, I'm in CT. Okay, are you gonna kill him? Yeah, I'm gonna fight him. I play retake, guys.
Yeah, this spot is pretty good for Omen to ult into, as it forces the C anchor to come back and clear him, and rotates won't be there in time to take him down. But it is pretty common amongst pro play. Now the offense have a free sight, and the defense are all sprinting through spawn to catch up. But Na'Vi are still down a player, so they have to even the odds. Their post-plant plans are for Hero to go wrap garage late, since his turret is still holding the space, while a bulk of his team push up and prepare to fight spawn. So once the defense get close, Roxic pops up his poison orb, and they get ready to burst out.
Because he backed off because they played the retake. Unlucky, wrong moment. They played scissors, they played rock. Now Filu, hold on! It's messy! It could have been so...
I'm ulting, guys, ulting.
Oh.
That's default.
Stay the fuck down, you
Let me defuse, please.
Oh my god! What the
Benji was too aware of the garage wrap, and then he hit Na'Vi with the classic Cypher Flash. Pop the cam, the enemy shoot that, but you're already swinging while they're distracted. It's the oldest trick in the book. And Na'Vi don't have that great of a buy, but they are close to a few big ults. So in their 3-1-1, they still aren't considering that Cypher's trip could be a fucking problem, and are instead focusing on this orb. But even if Na'Vi wanted the default garage, it's not like they would find Benji's trip. I'll explain it later. Heretics, on the other hand, are defending mid and A with 2 apiece, while their Cypher anchors C. Round 11 begins, and Hero secures mid with his turret, while both teams trade a ton of smokes. One for window, top C, and Ruxic lays out this weird toxic screen. It blocks vision from short, but not long. I think he didn't have time to lay it out once his team was done discussing their plan, or he just forgot. Regardless, Rian's recon's lobby and the attackers swing and finally break Benji's spy cam. Hero comes over while his turret holds mid and he snags the ult orb. Back on A, Rian's has just finished using his Aldrone to clear this entire lane, and Benji's repositioned his trip. But why?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Well, my theory is that he had this tripwire initially here to stop a rush, but after seeing this smoke, he figured that probably wasn't happening. So he picked it up and laid it in garage where it'd find way more value throughout the course of this round, especially because it never gets broken. Now the offense have all grouped up outside of A and want to make sure that Heretics aren't solo holding this lane before doing anything else. Clearing both long and sewer drags over rotates and makes other sites weaker.
Recency bias leans heavily towards that 8-4 scoreline. Heretics could have the lead at the half. This is their chance to at least guarantee it. And oh, that one looked very close, but comeback robbed of a kill, and he's going back. Yeah, not happy with how that one went.
With this trapwire holding short, these two felt safe to bait and switch for each other. Neon takes a shot, runs away, but Na'Vi don't expect the Sova re-peek. The attackers don't want any more of that and have doubled back towards mid where Hero's been peeking in the garage. He's slicing the pie, but can't find anything. So him and his team want to try and find a kill on B.
Something to try and destroy this utility, but with 35 seconds left, it's still online. Benji spotting the one gap, and he's been very good at doing that. Whenever there's been some space, Benjyfishy is in that space.
Well, they couldn't find anything there, but both of Benji's trips are still up, and there's only 20 seconds left. When this trip breaks, the defense are going to know you're going C. There's no time left to do anything else.
All that has to happen here is that Boo delays them, and he knows it. Paranoia is primed and ready, fired through just in time, but two on caught. Okay, a chance. The spike can make it to the site. It might even get planted, and now numbers thinning out. Okay, Na'Vi, you've got a chance, but Hero needs to step up again. That shock dart connects on the Xiao. He's so low. The Guardians in play, though. The headshots needed. Down to a 2v2. And up against the op, the HP might not matter. Forcing another fight, but Xiao can't get it done. Come back! Well, as he wraps into the garage. It's a messy fight, but Heretics 7 on the board. This is a team that started out what we thought had to be 4-0 down, but they have taken complete control.
So when Sova has this Hunter's Fury, it's usually pretty risky to fight for A lobby.
That's just too easy for him.
Nothing C long.
Killjoy dead.
Dead Killjoy.
See ya.
And that's Hero.
I think Na'Vi wanted to pressure lobby, but not anymore. Or if you look at this window smoke, maybe they wanted to default garage for the first time in 12 rounds. In there, Philo would have broken this spy cam, which was the trigger for a garage trap. Boo near sights for Woot to farm. But the offense are leaving without breaking any of Benji's setup. And Na'Vi back all the way up into mid window. Philo sends out a gate crash towards B, and I think his team wants to split A. But don't you think Heretics are ready for this? The cam holds C in garage while the trip holds B. Heretics even smoked it, expecting the offense to take mid after being ass blasted on A. What I'm saying is that even if Philo goes for some crazy, fancy, schmancy, dimensional drift teleport play or something, Heretics are going to be ready for it because Benji is holding 2/3 of the map. Philo ults, takes the gate crash, and starts sprinting through B into A-Link, past Rians, and heads into heaven. Comeback doesn't want to get backstabbed, so he falls off long and activates his overdrive and takes cover from heaven. But look at the map! Heretics have 4.5 here!
He's managed to get himself back.
I'll flash.
Buddha.
Dead.
Bomb down. It's A. It's A.
Guys, long out and default. Second.
Long out and default.
I'm running.
Nice. Tight. Go left together, guys. You can move right.
Can we swing?
Yeah.
Come. 1, 2.
Nice. No! That's it. Easy. Jump.
Sit the fuck down, you fucking. Oh my god.
Chill, Benji.
Take a deep breath. Fucking love the energy, boys.
Yeah,
nothing,
honestly,
nothing more, nothing less. Keep it up.
Fucking delightful.
CYPHER is not as bad as you guys think. His trips are like your teammates in ranked. They don't shoot their guns, but at least they can hold a choke point. Sometimes. Now, his trapwires are great, yeah, but his camera can single-handedly carry games. It's spanked Fnatic in this video. You gotta watch the endless value that this little guy got. Click the video.